Hi, my name is Clint Coons. I'm an attorney with Anderson Business Advisors and Law Group, and I teach workshops all over the United States. And I want to talk to you a little bit today about doing business in Nevada or Wyoming. I don't know how many of you have been approached by somebody out of Nevada or Wyoming before and told you that you can set up a Nevada corporation and run that business out of your home state. Well, let me tell you something here. That information is patently wrong. What you're being approached by now is an individual who is selling Nevada corporations or Wyoming businesses, and that's all they have to offer. And so they were trying to convince you that their solution is the right solution for you. Well, I can tell you as an avid real estate investor myself and somebody who's worked with thousands of people to structure their affairs, to reduce taxes and protect their assets, a Nevada corporation or a Wyoming entity for that matter is not the proper solution for most real estate investors who are doing business in one particular state, that is outside of the state of Nevada or Wyoming. I'll give you a few reasons why. If you're doing business, let's say in Maryland, and you're there buying and selling properties, you're wholesaling properties, then your corporation must be filed in Maryland because you're doing business there. Now, a lot of people who tout the benefits of Nevada and Wyoming, they fail to tell people this, and they'll tell you all you need to do is set up a Nevada corporation or a Wyoming entity and you have complete asset protection for your business ventures in Maryland. Well, Maryland takes a different view on that, of course, and they look at it as follows, that if you set up a Nevada entity and you come into their state to conduct business, then you need to register there or else you're considered an outlaw. Maybe this won't pop up right away when you're conducting your real estate business, but the first time you need to go to court and enforce an action or enforce an agreement, you're going to find out from opposing counsel that you lack standing to bring that claim, and you'll probably get bounced out on your ear. Not to mention, there'll be several penalties, civil fines that will attach for your conducting business there without actually being registered. So what's all the hoopla about Nevada and Wyoming then? Why should you set up an entity there to do business in Maryland? Thing is, I don't know. Many people will tell you the benefits of a Nevada corporation is that your information will be protected from prying eyes, that you can use nominee officers and directors, which is true. The unfortunate aspect of that is once you take your corporation and you register it to do business in Maryland, you're going to lose those protections because Maryland does not offer similar laws. That is, they do not allow somebody to use a nominee officer and director. So as soon as you register there, your nominee or your anonymity that you were seeking in Nevada is now shot. So you paid for something that you're not going to receive. Some of the other benefits people talk about is being tax-free. Well, that's true. Tax-free in Nevada, but it's not tax-free in Maryland. That is, any income that is derived there would have to be filed there on a return. You have to pay taxes on that income that you generate in Maryland. Other benefits they talk about are protections for shareholders in the corporation or protections around the corporations themselves. Well, these protections do exist, and that's one of the benefits of filing in Nevada. That is, the charging order protections now apply to corporations. But the issue becomes then, if you're in Maryland and you're in front of a judge, will the judge respect those provisions of Nevada law? I would put to you this, that most likely not, that they're going to say that once you've registered here in Maryland, you fall under Maryland law, and they're going to apply Maryland law to your corporation and any disputes surrounding it. So the question is then, when is a Nevada corporation or Wyoming entity, for that matter, a good entity to choose in your investing? Well, I often tell my clients this. A Nevada entity is a great entity if you're going to be conducting business in multiple states. So we now have an apportionment there when it comes to state taxes on your business. I mean, for instance, if you're conducting business in 3 different states, why should one state have the ability to tax you on income generated in all 3 states? You should be able to take advantage of the fact that some states may not have a tax or have a very low tax on your corporate income and not have all that income subject to the tax in the state in which you live, which may be considerably higher. That is a good reason why somebody should set up a Nevada entity. We're doing business in multiple states. Another reason why we would look at a Nevada entity is if you're going to conduct business over the internet, or you plan to set up a structure where you're just looking for some anonymity, you don't plan to bring that corporation in any particular state. In those instances, a Nevada corporation is the right way to go. But for many real estate investors, you have to tread carefully here, because I've seen a lot of people set up the wrong way by pitchmen out of these 2 states who tell you, incorporate here in tax-free Nevada or Wyoming, and you can run your local business out of this foreign jurisdiction. Got any questions? Feel free to give me a call at 800-706-4741. I'd be happy to discuss these issues with you further. Thanks. This is Clint Coons from Anderson Business Advisors.